Okay, multiplying decimals. All you do to multiply decimals is multiply the numbers as if there was no decimal point around. So I'm just going to, on this particular problem, I'm just going to multiply 38 times 79. But when I'm done, I'm going to count how many decimal points are to the right. Like for example, in this problem, there's one number to the right of the decimal point here, and there's one number to the right of the decimal point here. So there's two numbers to the right of the decimal point. So that tells me that I'll need to move my decimal point 2 places to the left to make up for it. So we'll do that at the end. Let's go ahead and do this. 3.8 times 7.9. Well, 9 times 8 is 72. And I'll carry my 7 here. And 9 times 3 is 27. Plus the 7 more makes 34. And just be careful when you do this. You know, think through. You got to know your multiplication tables. Like for example, if you forget what 9 times 8 is here, that 9 times 8 is 72. Well, maybe you can remember 9 times 4 is 36, and since 8 is twice 4, then our answer to 9 times 8 will be twice that of 9 times 4. 9 times 4 is 36. Twice 36 is 72. But it's good to know your multiplication tables. And then 9 times 3 is 27. Plus the 7 more makes 34. Now, let's just put a 0 down here to hold the position, and we'll go to the 7. So 7 times 8 is 56. So I'll put the 6 here, carry the 5 now. That's where it gets a little sloppy here. So you could scribble that out, or you could even erase it if you wanted to. Let me see if I can erase that thing here. So you could erase that 7 out of there, between that little smudge mark I made, and we had again 7 times 8 is 56. I put down the 6, and let's carry the 5 this time. So, and that does not mean 3 to the 5th. That just means I'm carrying the 5. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 5 more makes 26. And now I'll add these. So let's go ahead and do that. And that will give me 2. This will be 10, so put down the 0, carry the 1. 1 and 3 is 4, and 6 more makes 10. Put down a 0, carry the 1, and here's 1 and 2 is 3. Now, mark it off 2 places because we have 2 numbers total to the right of the decimal point, one here and one here. So now, right now, on any whole number, the decimal point is assumed to be at the end of the last number. So now move it 2 places to the left, 1, 2, and so we get the answer 30.02, or 30 and 2 100ths. Let's go ahead and do one more here. Okay, 8 times 9 is 72. So I'll put the 2 here, carry the 7. 8 times 8 is 64, plus 7 makes 71. Carry the 7. 8 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 7 is 7. And no sense in going any farther. 8 times 0 is 0. So we don't need to do that. That was just to help us see that there was a decimal point here. Let's put a 0 down. 7 times 9 is 63. So that's a 3 here. And I'll have to carry the 6. So it doesn't get so messy here, let me go ahead and erase these numbers here at the top. Let me erase that and erase this. And let's get back to this here. So we have the 7 times the 9 is 63. I put down the 3, carry the 6. And you can cross out that number if you wanted to. But 7 times the 8 is 56. 56 and 6 is 62. So put down the 2, carry the 6. And 7 times 0 is 0, plus 6 more is 6. Okay, again on this one, we did 7 times 8 is 63, so we put down the 3, carry the 6. 7 times 8 is 56, plus 6 makes 7 times 8 is 56, plus 6 makes 62. 2, carry your 6. And 7 times 0 is 0, plus 6 is 6. Okay, now we've got to put down 2 zeros here to hold the position because we're over to the third number. 6 times 9 is 54, so that'd be 4. Carry your 5. Let me erase those numbers up there so it doesn't get all smeared up. I got some smear marks all over the place now. Here's 1, and let's see, here's 1. But what I really want to get rid of is this stuff up here. I'm doing this with a drawing pad for the computer, so it's a little awkward. So let me get that off of here and go back to what we were doing. 6 times 8 is 54. I put down the 4, carry the 5 now. 6 times 8 is 48 plus 5 is 53. Carry the 5. And 6 times 0 is 0 plus 5 is 5. Now we have to add these up, so let's go ahead and do that. If I add these, 2 and 0 is 2. 1 and 3 and 0 is 4. 7 and 2 is 9, plus 4 more makes 13. Carry your 1. 1 and 6 is 7, plus 3 more makes 10. Put down your 0, carry your 1. And 1 and 5 is 6. How many places do I mark off? Well, there's 3 numbers to the right of the decimal point here. 2 more here makes 5, so I need to mark off 5 places. Here's the decimal point for any whole number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this number would be the same as, and I don't have to put the 0 here, but I will. It's 0.60342 is what we actually get on this thing. What would this number be as a fraction? Well, here's tenths, hundredths, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. If we had another, it would be millionths, then 10 millionths, and so on. So as a fraction, this number is a messy fraction, that's for sure. 60342. In other words, 60,342 100,000ths. And I don't really feel like reducing this, but 2 will go into both of those, and you could mess with it from there. But the idea was how to multiply fractions, and hopefully that gives you a good idea.